Top three things. The main thing was the support coaching. We looked at some other investing courses and things like that. And when we came along to the Greg Secker free seminar, the idea of being coached after you had a course was fantastic. And because you can go on a course for 2 days, but who's going to be there to hold your hand? And I found that the most valuable thing. The other thing is Greg is so enthusiastic. He's so down to earth that you really feel inspired by him. He's very motivational, and you'll see that in the free seminar. And really it was the coaching. I can't say anything more than that. I really just found that invaluable. Personally, my experience of Greg Secker is that he's a fantastic man. He's not in any way, shape pompous, or he's going to give you a straight answer, and he doesn't mind using obscene language at times to get his point across. And that's what everybody really loves about him. He's a down-to-earth guy, and he really tries to make sure that the whole group is up to speed with what's going on. He will never leave one person behind. He keeps checking in. Is everybody following? And you can ask a question at any time. It's not a rigid course. It's about people. It's about learning as a group. You have to just stand up and ask a question, and he answers it whenever you need him to. The way Greg passes on his knowledge is he uses a lot of examples that you can relate to. He talks about like psychology and things like that, and he makes a lot of jokes which make the weekend go a lot faster. You're learning a lot of knowledge and all those sorts of things, and then you've got the odd joke, and it really makes it a fun course as well as a learning course. Since going on the course, I've been making 12% on average a month. Sometimes you have an up month, sometimes you have a down month, but on average it's 12%, and that's, well, I conceive it's pretty good, because being a student, it's very hard to bring in income at the moment. Trying to do my course and then trading, gives me some sort of way of getting an income. Being as my startup, being a student, I only was able to put in £500, and that came from a student loan. And I've made about, I think it's roughly about £700, and that's with all the losses as well. It covers dealing costs, anything like that. That's aside from that, that's the profit. So I know it doesn't sound like a lot in real terms, but to me that's a lot of money. And as my account grows, the better it will get. Since doing the course, my gains have been, I started with £500 in my account because it was my student loan, and I couldn't afford anything more than that. And I've made roughly about £700, which is doesn't sound like a lot, but to me that's a huge amount. And if you think about it, I've sort of doubled my seed capital and more in 5-6 months, which is fantastic. I'm a fashion student. I'm 21, and I had no experience of trading at all. I didn't know anything about it. Nothing. I did GCSE maths. That's it. My main reason for attending the course was because I've read some fantastic inspirational books, and I've decided that I want to be financially free by 30, 25, something like that. And I came along to the free seminar and just found it so inspirational, and decided to sign up, and hopefully lots of money's in my future now. To be honest with you, I'm a pretty open-minded person. I didn't have many preconceived ideas about coming on the course. I was concerned that I was going to get bogged down with stuff, that I wasn't going to keep up with everybody. Being a complete beginner, I thought, how am I going to keep up with everybody? I don't know anything, but proved me wrong. The course has more than satisfied my expectations. It's fantastic. It's a real fun weekend, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I would recommend it to anybody who's thinking about signing up. I would recommend it because it shows you a key to a new life. You're not sitting there thinking, oh my God, how am I going to afford to like look after my kids? How am I going to retire? You know, you're thinking about, you know, all the time that you're going to have once you're financially free, and all the time you can spend with your family, and you know, all the times when you wanted to do something and you couldn't because you couldn't afford it. You know, this gives you a different way of thinking. You're thinking about money in a different way, and they should really teach you that in school. My main concern in trading before attending the course was that I was so scared that it was all just going to be gambling, and I was going to lose my whole account, and you know, one minute the FTSE would be up and it would be down, and you know, and I wouldn't know what was going on, and I'd lose all my money basically. I feel completely in control of my own finances, of my destiny. I don't have somebody telling me that that's the right sector, that's the right stock, or anything like that. You know, I know what's going on in the market. I follow the news all the time, and it's a really empowering feeling to have your own financial destiny in your hands. Being a student, I was concerned about the time that I was going to have to put into my trading. You know, there are times when I get addicted to trading and things like that, but all in all, you know, I spend 1 to 2 hours a night, and I can do that because, you know, I know that that's going to get me to where I want to be. You know, it's all about time management, and, you know, you can afford to spend that time, you know. The thing is, you can't afford not to. One really big help with time has been the grad calls. You know, you log in, you call up every week, and you get presentation, and you follow what's going on in the market, and you know, that's a lot of the legwork done for you. So in regards to time, you know, Traders University are trying to help you minimise the time that you have to spend on your trading. You know, it's an hour, 2 hours. Everybody can do that if it means that they're going to be able to spend more time with their loved ones.